Hey guys, welcome to Age to Perfection, where we're pushing back the years through blood, sweat, and tears. My name is Mark, and a little background on me and what this channel is about. Well, first of all, the channel is about boomer generation that I'm part of. I'm 63. God willing, next month I'll be 64. Been very fortunate in my journey through health and fitness. I was a strength coach for the New York Rangers in the National Hockey League. I've also been a professional boxing coach for many years and was fortunate enough to work a world championship corner with Yuri Foreman when he fought Arslanjo Lara down in Miami 4 years ago or so. And currently I'm one of the boxing coaches up at West Point with the Army boxing team. That said, so what is this all about? This is all about trying to lead a healthy lifestyle, or getting up in years a little bit, losing some hair, getting some gray hairs that I didn't think was going to come in. But we can really start to push back the clock through lifestyle choices, through exercise, through nutrition, eating right, and also mindset. And we're going to go through a lot of workouts and some interviews with some very interesting people. But I want to start this off with a concept, and that concept is that mindset is everything. And that's a term that my friend Mitch Aguiar, he's a former Navy SEAL. He was in SEAL Team 10. He uses for his business and for his whole way of living. And that is just that mindset is everything. And I think it's really important to understand that and grasp that concept. When we get older, it's easy to say, I don't feel like working out. I want to grab that donut. I want to take the elevator instead of stairs, and all the kind of things that are detrimental to your health and fitness, and pushing back the years, so to speak, of aging. And a little quick story. Last summer, I was very fortunate to be part of a charity event wherein 33 Navy SEALs, former Navy SEALs, swam across the Hudson River in New York. And they did this to raise money for homeless veterans. What we did, we set up on the Jersey side of Liberty State Park, and I had pull-up stations that I constructed. And big thing in the SEAL community is getting down and doing push-ups and pull-ups to memorialize those SEALs and special operators that didn't come back from overseas. So anyhow, we started off there with 100 push-ups, 20 pull-ups, and they jumped in the water. They swam to the Statue of Liberty. I was waiting for them there. I was on a New York Fire Department vessel called Marine One. I had set up pull-up stations. All the SEALs got out. They did the push-ups, they did the pull-ups, and they right back in the water. They swam to Ellis Island. When they got to Ellis Island, I had an Army Corps of Engineers ship there that I had also set up some pull-up stations. The SEALs got out of the water, did another 100 push-ups, another 20 pull-ups, back in the water, swam across, completed the Hudson crossing, got out at South Cove. They all grabbed huge American flags, ran up along the water, banged the right-hand turn, went down to the 9/11 Memorial where they laid a bunch of flags. And then we concluded with some speakers and dignitaries in front of the Special Operators statue. But before they did it, I had another pull-up station set up where they completed their last round of push-ups and pull-ups. Part of the unique part of this story is that when we got to New York and the guys were starting to run up along the water, I saw an older guy, and I kind of figured he's about my age. It's hard to tell sometimes. He was a little bit overweight. Most of the guys were younger, maybe only a few years out of being in the teams, SEAL teams, or maybe 10 years out, so they were still all really jacked and in great shape, and they had been training for this event. And this guy's running, and he's running in flip-flops. And I'm kind of a flip-flop guy. I love my flip-flops. I wear them right till the first snow here in New Jersey, and then sometimes even through the snow. And he's running in flip-flops, so I run up to him, and I said, hey, brother, what's up with the flip-flops? And he said, well, I was in a bar last night, and I'm watching here in New York City the news, and they started talking about the SEAL swim, and I said to myself, hey, I'm a former SEAL, so I want to do this swim. So he showed up, drove into Liberty State Park, talked it over with the guys that I was running it with, and we said, sure, be glad to have you. And he jumped in the water, swam across the Hudson River, did all his pull-ups and push-ups, and didn't realize we had to run a little bit, and he was still in his flip-flops. We had set aside, by the way, set aside all the guys' sneakers. So when they got to the New York side, they took off if they wore flippers or not. They put their sneakers on for the run. This guy's running in flip-flops. So I got to thinking, it's pretty amazing when you think about it. The guy was my age. It turned out he was, I think he was either a year older or a year younger. So he was either 64 or 62. I forget. But doesn't matter. He obviously didn't train for this event. And I was just in a bar having a beer or two and saw it on TV and said, oh, I'll do that. I'll get better. So this guy shows up, jumps in the Hudson River, swims across the Hudson River, does all the pull-ups and push-ups. Took him a little while longer than some of the younger guys, but he got them done. And I got to thinking, and it's really about what this whole concept of this age to perfection and pushing back the years through blood, sweat, and tears is. It truly is a mindset is everything. I mean, one thing that this gentleman and all the Navy SEALs have is ingrained in them is a mindset that if I put my mind to something, nothing's going to impede my getting to my goal. And even if it's a snap decision, this guy just showed up, stood at the edge of the water, and dove in the Hudson, and he wasn't going to stop. He wasn't going to quit. He was just going to complete the task, and he did. So I think if we look at that little sliver of a story there and grasp and hold on to that mindset is everything concept, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. I mean, we have a lot of obstacles when we get older, all right? It may be your job, it may be your health, but we can certainly improve upon that. And that's the whole basis of being aged to perfection and pushing back the years through blood, sweat, and tears, through training and lifestyle and nutrition and enjoying life and getting proper sleep and having good relationships with your family and your coworkers and your friends. It's all part and parcel of a lifestyle that's going to push back the years and give you a quality life that you deserve. All right, so we're going to go over a whole bunch of stuff, and this is the first video. I hope you enjoyed it. But remember two things. Mindset is everything, and we can push back the years through blood, sweat, and tears. Age to perfection. I'll see you next time.